Rock and Roll High School, the classic rock version. Welcome back. This is Hubtunes. I'm Mike. If you've been following this series, this is basically music I bought or came out in my high school years, 1980-ish to 1985. I usually show records that came out in those years or that I bought in those years. But this one is going to be all classic rock that I just grew up on, that was on my record player, on my CD player, in my cassette player, in the car, on the radio while growing up in high school. Records that probably changed my life. All of these records really changed my life. Just made me the music creepy fiend that I am now. So these did not come out while I was in high school, but these were all bought while I was in high school. And we'll start with this. Led Zeppelin III. No, I'm not showing 4. I'm not showing 2, one of my least favorite Zeppelin albums. First of all, let's just get Led Zeppelin did not make a bad record. I mean, maybe Presence is meh, but they didn't make a bad record all the way to In Through the Outdoor. This is not a bad record. This is one of my favorite Led Zeppelin records. It has always been my favorite Led Zeppelin record. It's their acoustic record. I dig when they get acoustic, and I just love this record. This is the one I bought in high school, man. It's got the pinwheel, and it's still holding up. A really good record. Zeppelin 1 is probably my favorite Zeppelin album. 2 is meh. 3 is right there near the top. Obviously I love 4. 4 is great. House of the Holy, it's okay. Physical Graffiti, I love. But this is just a wonderful record. Like I said, acousticy. It's a great record. It's got, it opens with the hard rock and immigrant song, but Friends and Celebration Day. Celebration Day is a rocker, but then the bluesy Since I've Been Loving You, Out on the Titles is great. It's just a really good record. I don't think it gets enough love in the catalog. And Zeppelin III. This is a record. This is not the one I bought in high school. This is the new deluxe edition that just came out on Rhino Records. But this is, I love this record. I love all these records. That's why I'm showing them. Dixie Chicken, Little Feat. I didn't have a lot of friends in high school who were Little Feat fans. This was a little too, I don't know. I mean, I guess I had some, but no, I was really kind of the only one who was into Little Feat. This is their best album. I love this. Again, all their records are great. You can't go wrong with any Little Feat record, but this is my favorite. Fat Man in the Bathtub, 2 Trains, Roll 'em Easy, Kiss It Off. Yeah. Roll 'em Up. Oh, this is great. This has so many different versions of like Fat Man in the Bathtub. This is really good. If you see these in your local, these reissues of Little Feat that have been coming out the last 2 years, grab them. They're not expensive. I think they're only like $45-$50 at the most, and they're really well done. They sound beautiful. They have live tracks. They have this has live tracks from Boston, and then it has hotcakes, outtakes, and rarities. So really good stuff. Like I said, grab them if you can. Excellent records. When this album came out, I was so young. This came out 1981, I believe. 81. This is my very first concert, seeing the Rolling Stones when they released Tattoo You. I was a huge Rolling Stones fan, and they released their new album, and it goes to #1. It's all over the world. They're the biggest band in the world. They're doing tours of stadiums. They're everywhere. I've told the story about, cutting out the back of the newspaper and sending in the coupon to get entered into a lottery to get a ticket, and I ended up getting one. And this was a huge album in my life. I played this over and over again, and I don't know that it holds up that great. I mean, like I said, I play all these records before we make the video. but I'm not sure this one really holds up real terrific. Start Me Up is obviously a great song. Hang Fire is okay. Little TNA is okay. Waiting on a Friend is good. Waiting on a Friend was kind of the one that I really liked. Black Limousine's okay. So I liked Slave. Slave was the one that kind of popped out to me. But yeah, I don't think it's one of their strongest efforts. And I know it was, we would all find out later that it was just leftover songs from Emotional Rescue, Some Girls recording sessions. And I think I think one or two songs even go back to Black and Blue. So it's all just leftover songs but man, if this is their leftover songs, that's a pretty good band. That's a really good band. It looks like I pulled 6. We're getting a bonus. This album, oh my God, I had this on vinyl. I remember when CDs came out, this was one of the very first CDs I ever bought. When this came out on CD, I picked this up so fast. And this is Inner Secrets by Santana. This is the one that has Open Invitation on it with that great guitar riff. This has Might As Well, their cover of Might As Well. What else does it have on it? I always dug the cover too. I was always like, what are they saying to him? What's going on? What get off Carlos's back. Well, all right, not well, all right. What did I say? Might As Well. Might As Well is the Jerry Garcia song. Well, all right. The cover of Traffic did that, I believe. One Chain, Open Invitation, Dealer, Spanish Rose. That guitar work on Spanish Rose is beautiful. Facts of Love, Life is a Lady, and then Holiday, and then the closer is Move On. And yeah, this is a rockin' freaking album. It's just a guitar album. He just screeches on this. Carlos Santana might be my favorite guitarist. I just think he's so versatile. He can play anything. He can play blues. He can play samba. He can play Latin music. He can play rock and roll. He can jazz, fusion. I mean, he's done it all, and he does it all really, really good. So Inner Secrets. Mobile Fidelity just released this, or is going to release this. The pre-orders went up, and I was first in line to get it. So I'm looking forward to that. I bet it's going to sound incredible. I did listen to it. Some of it sounds a little dated, but in a good way. In a good way. It's a cool record. It's a really cool record. This is one. When I was in high school, this band released an absolutely horrible album that went to #1 and sold millions and millions of records. And that's Heart. They released their self-titled record, the one with Alone and Never and What About Love, or what was that? What a horrible piece of crap that album is. They don't even like it. But #1, huge album. They owe their bank accounts to that. But this is Dog and Butterfly. I think their best record. Gorgeous record. The title track is just beautiful. I just saw it. It was being used in a murder documentary that I just watched, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But Cook with Fire. Hijinks, man, that's a great song. And then Straight On, which is just a rockin' song to close out side 1. And then the Butterfly side, it opens with Dog and Butterfly, Lighter Touch, Minstrel Wind, really good song. So the first side is kind of rockin', the second side is a little more folky, softer songs, but a really good record. I think this is their best record. Oh, I can show this. They were a good band in the beginning. They really, really were. Sure, and we all know Ann Wilson's voice. I mean, what the hell? It's so blessed. What a beautiful voice. This album did not come out when I was in high school, but it was the one I listened to. Because when I was in high school, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You was out. And that was a huge album, followed by, on the tails of Back in Black. I always dug this record, man. Let There Be Rock. This is the one. This is my favorite AC/DC album. It's bluesy, it's grungy, it's dirty, it's everything you want in an AC/DC record. Much like everyone, I mean, they got a formula. You got to say, they got a formula, they stick with it, it's working. Why change anything? But this is great, and the reason I have this album is because it has my favorite AC/DC song on it, A Whole Lot of Rosie. Whole Lotta Rosie is their best song. Fight Me, I don't care. I absolutely love it. It closes out the record. Of course, this is the Bon Scott years, which are better than, come on. His voice was way better. Go Down, bluesy number. Dog Eat Dog, Let There Be Rock. Bad Boy Boogie is great. Problem Child is awesome. Overdose, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, and Whole Lotta Rosie. This is a great record. This is remastered. This is not an original from high school. That thing disappeared a long time ago. I think that was probably in the pile that my mom threw out about 150 of my records when I went to college. She just didn't think I wanted them. She was wrong. But this is George Marino at Sterling Sound remastered this. Great record. Just Whole Lotta Rosie. Fight Me. I'm telling you, it's their best song. Guys, bye.